Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's reads. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, for the main tarot, I'm going to use the Thelema Tarot. Artwork by Renata Lechner. Over here on the side if you want to see how to spell that person's name. And the website is losgarebo.com. If I can get it close enough. If you want the spelling and you want to check it out, feel free to do so. Supportive Oracle Cards, You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. The website here on the back is rockpoolpublishing.com.au, A as in apple, U as an umbrella. I also use some dice. The larger dice, it's 21-sided, which does omit the Fool, but it's still good. I just make it work. I believe that came from mathartfun.com. Hopefully, if you are trying to read that, you can read that. This is going great. Hopefully you can. Mathartfun.com. I don't know how it's looking on camera, but hopefully you can see it if you're trying to see it. The smaller dice, the 14-sided, which I use to determine the card I'm using for the minor arcana, came from Tom Anders, and there's the website on there, which I can't read right now, but if you freeze frame, you can get it. There's also this code. You can use that if you're interested. Feel free. All right, so if you're interested in a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And without further ado, let's go on to your read. Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Taurus? You got some fire coming in. This is all around it, huh? Okay. So, this card wants to come up. Openness. Virgo and Capricorn got that too, ironically. And there are the other two earth signs. Cards are just flying all over the place here. This card's poking me. I'm going to take it. We'll see what it is. Oneness. Oneness is like being connected with everybody. Alright, so what is going on here? You're very self-sufficient. And whatever the situation is, you're trying to be negotiable. Within reason, obviously. I don't know why I had to say it that way, but, within reason, but within reason. You know what I mean? There's people in this situation who want something for nothing, and they're like, no, we're not doing that. So you'll be reasonable. You'll be negotiable within reason. And you're trying really to do that and still make things work out and preserve things. And there's been a lot of communication. I don't know if it's been from you, to you. I think it depends on the situation and how far it's been going. Because I get the King of Swords. I don't really think this was your energy, though. I think this is somebody else trying to work with you and understanding how, there's only so much you're going to allow. You are negotiable. Within reason. Okay. The energy gets weird. Because it's supposed to go slowly. Okay. Let's see. That openness card coming out. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to fit for you. For the other two signs, it made a clear distinction where it was going to go. Yours is not. I feel like it's not showing up till later, but we'll see what it means. This is supposed to go slowly. This is supposed to take a while. And that's the way you want it. It may not be perfect, but at least if it gives you time to think about where it's going, what you want from it, how you want to handle it, you get to put it in order the way you need to put it in order, and you get some stability from it. Okay, all right, at least it'll take some time. That's kind of working to your benefit. You're okay with that. But I don't think that's see, this is the part that's just like the way I read a Celtic cross anyway. The top energy is like the weather. You know, it's what you got for today. If it's during the winter, you'd think you'd probably get whatever your normal winter is. Like for where I am, it's typically snow, but the last 10 years it's been rain in February at least a couple times. It's raining right now in February, actually. The weather is the weather. The weather does what it wants, but it's a passing energy. It's like it could be cloudy today, it could be clear tomorrow, it could rain today, it could snow tomorrow. It's kind of like that type of thing. That's the energy you're thinking is going to make sense here, but the foundation is telling me it's not stable. There's a lot here that people don't like, and well, the Four of Cups is like the majority of it is good, but there's this one piece of contention that it's just kind of egging at people, and I feel like that one piece that's out of focus is winning the day for some reason. It's kind of like we're throwing the baby out with the bathwater here. Things change, and they change fast, and it was not supposed to happen this way. Okay. Because I get like a quick change is made, a quick decision is made. It's like the decision is already made, and everything changes really fast, and you're not even able to stand in the way because it's like it's already done. It's kind of like, you know, somebody was a part of the situation. Maybe they were driving people to work, and then all of a sudden they sold their car. It's like, what? Yeah, I don't have a car anymore. Oh, but what about all those people depending on you? I guess they're going to depend on somebody else. By the way, can I get a ride? It's kind of like one of those. They sold my car. Can I get a ride now? It's whatever this is, this part you have no control over. It just changes. 5 seconds. 5 seconds, gone. Whatever, it's changed. There's a block here. Because of that change, it causes a block. I'm waiting to see where that openness is going to come in, but I feel like this is just like how it's playing out at this point. Six of Pentacles reversed. There's nothing to negotiate with. And then the Emperor the Emperor is kind of reversed too. Things aren't right. Things are not going right. There's non-negotiability here. I don't think there's anything for you to negotiate with. There's the blocking the Ten of Cups and the Three of Cups. It's blocking this energy. There are people here and connections here that would work with you, but due to the change, that's not applicable. I'm getting that it's like they can't help you with this. Whatever this is, it's like, okay, that person sold their car, right? These other people that you're connected to they're just not able to help in that. They have their own things going on in life. They're nowhere near the situation. They just can't help you. I just feel like that help, that support is blocked. So now what to do, right? If this reading is hitting, it's just happening when it's happening. It's just happening the way it's happening. It wasn't supposed to go like this, and it's annoying me. It's ironic. This is going to sound so odd, but this is where it's going, so we're going to roll with it. When this happens, this is what not to do, because this would seem like this is the obvious choice. You're just going to take it in your own control, make a choice the best you can, and move on from there. It's kind of like, once I see it for what it is, this is what's happening. This really harsh moment happens. The truth is there. Somebody's made their decision. It's my life. I can do what I want. I get that this is not a bad card, but the way it feels like this is just like they're just doing what they want and they don't care how it affects other people. Can be a very bold card. It's normally not a bad card, but right now it feels like it's just worried about itself. Whoever that person is, whatever this is. You trying to take control of it and make better choices, kind of like I'm stuck against the wall, I have to, ironically is not what's advised. What is advised is to wait it out and let it kind of fall, because there is some type of compensation by waiting it out. This seems so odd to me. I'm just like, I'm having a hard time believing that for some reason. I'm like, oh, I don't know about this. Because it seems like naturally you would just try to pick up the pieces and do what you can. The Ace of Cups, there's other people upset. And there's other people who are not going to let this go this way. So there's going to be some type of uprising is what I'm getting. In whatever version that means, there's some type of uprising. And this situation is not, people are not going to stand for it. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that I feel like you're not connected to, but you're going to see the fallout. And then like whatever's happened in the past, there's going to be other people making, I feel like other people are pushing the buttons or taking care of this and making sure that there's some type of reimbursement or rectification or something. All right, so where is this going? Where is this going for Taurus? If they, I feel like that's a lot to ask. I don't know. I feel like this is one of those situations where it's not going to go well either way. But if you kind of wait it out, you get better opportunities later. Because waiting it out, I feel like this is one of those things where if I try to take control of it, it doesn't go well, and it just seems to make it worse for me. I'm putting all this effort into something and trying to make it go better and trying to make better choices and trying to stabilize something that can't be stabilized. There's so much going on, and I feel like that's what this card is actually trying to say. There's so much going on in this situation. When you try to stabilize it, if you try to do that, it's not going to have anywhere to stay. It's like I put this on the table and I set this all up on the table so we could work here, and then boof, the table falls. Or if somebody like comes and says, hey, that's my table, and they just take the table. I got my stuff on it. Well, too bad. I need the table. And they just take it. Whatever you try to build, whatever you try to create, whatever you try to stabilize, I don't feel like you have people aren't telling you that these things are not going to stay there. This is not going to work. I think that's why they're saying don't do that. Because you're going to drive yourself crazy trying to stabilize, trying to make better choices, and the rug just keeps getting whipped out from under you every 5 seconds. They're saying you don't have to do that. It's going to, it reminds me of somebody I knew years ago. It seems like they went through something like this, and they kept trying to stabilize it. And, I mean, they went through a nervous breakdown. It was pretty hard on them. It was hard. It was really hard. And I understood that. Like, I got it. Like, why that was so devastating for them. It took them a couple of years to recover from it, because it really, like, I remember they had a nervous breakdown. I just remember that. And I completely understood why. It made sense why they did. I feel like what they're saying with this is, like, this is why they're saying don't try to stabilize this, because it could push you way past your limit. Taurus can take a lot, but this type of ridiculousness, this is just not your thing. This has to stabilize first. It has to let people deal with their own problems. Let them fix it. Give it a chance to settle. Once it settles, then you can build from something. It has to settle first. All right, take that with a grain of salt. But I get, because there's a lot going on here. Stability will come back later, but it has to come to the forefront. It has to rise to the surface, if you will. Once it's risen to the surface, you can do a lot with it. You'll be fine. But if you were trying, I see in all these bubbles, you're trying to work with all these bubbles. There's bubbles all over the place, bubbles in the water, and you don't know where there's really where's the solid ground? Where can I like take a rest? It's just like there's just bubbles. You can't see anything. Stay where you are. Wait it out. It's hard, and it's very scary, and I feel like other people are trying to push you to stabilize this. It's not a good idea right now. It will come forward, and then the information will come from other places, like, okay, we found this spot, this is another spot we can work with, bring Taurus over here with us, and Taurus can help us, and then you can help stabilize something that they can believe in, that you can believe in. That's kind of how that's going to go. The end of this reading, once you find something to stabilize, I don't know what the situation is, but it's rough. It feels rough. And it's like being open to not fixing something that can't be fixed. Not the way you do it anyway, sorry. Taurus is someone who builds off of stability, and this situation is not offering that. So this is like just being open to waiting and it's weird because Taurus is usually okay with waiting, but this situation, it feels like it's really hard to do that. Where are we going? Are we going to stop? Alright, the Wheel of Fortune is not done turning. It comes up the way it comes up. There's other cards here backing that up too. You're gonna find moments of stability you can build from, but work with other people to find out what you can believe in and why. Take it slow, take it with what you know, hold back until somebody has really given you a good reason you can believe in something and it's gonna stabilize. A lot of communication coming back in, a lot of quick movements left and right. Things just keep happening, things just keep happening. Just work with what you know is stable. Only work with what you know is stable and you know it's gonna stay put. Which may not be a lot in the beginning. But I get other people are putting in effort and they're losing a lot of effort put in. Like, how do I know? They're putting in a lot of work and losing a lot of what they've invested. You don't have to be in that boat. Just build with what you know is true. Take it slowly. This is one of those things, as it keeps going, you're just going to have to kind of roll with it. But they're saying, do what you do best. Hold back. Wait till you find something you can believe in and just be very careful and slow about how you build with it. Because the situation is all cuckoo. And as far as I can tell, it's all cuckoo. Trust those you can trust, but build slowly and hold on to what you know is true. And don't move forward with something until somebody has given you solid reason that you can believe in it. Whatever the situation is, it does seem to keep trying to pull you forward. But just remember who you are. Remember your strength and stick with that. And you should be okay. This is one of those readings also. This is either happening or it's not. If you're worried by just watching this reading that this is going to happen, no, that's not how this works. It's either already happening and it's giving you advice on how to handle it, or it's not going to happen at all. So just keep that in mind too. Anything else? All right, I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you very much for watching, of course. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.